Alright, well, kind of starting a little bit late. We're building on the Kennedy 28. And use a little coily tool. I like mine cut at 5 millimeters, not liters. That's so smart. Alright. And just for entertainment here, we got us a set of centric. And if you know what any of this means, looks like that might be kind of mirror reflection backwards. This is a 2938 N80 core series SFC 6 wrap 3.5 millimeter, and let's see if it comes in at 0.23. Fun. Sure. Wiggle these around a wee bit. Happy with where they're sitting. I have them just backed off just a hair. A little finger tight. A little bit of finger tight right there. A little hair looser. Pull it out just a touch. There we go. To snug up just a wee bit here. Right there. Get that to focus in right. That's where I like to start off on my Kennedy 28. Coiling rod in here. To pull this up. Just a hair. Level this out just a touch. Is that so, Coconut? You trying to tell me about something? Silly pepperoni. Yeah. It's almost right. I like that. Let's get the other side, then we'll show you any interesting viewers out there who care to know where I like my Kennedy 28 cent. It's not quite level. Ooh. Okay, make sure we're not too close to anything here. That's about right. I don't like how that's sitting, so we're going to adjust and fiddle and screw around till we're happy. Because I can. I like that a little bit better. Good. So I get the top of my coils just over height of the two posts. And then kind of look down here, and the inside right here on that side, look down and I can see the inside edge of the air tubes. I look down under the air tubes, make sure that that flat leg isn't getting too close to the air tube here. We got about reasonable even everywhere. A little tweak back on this side since we opened up that post. That was a trick. Yep. And so what I did there is kind of see that. See how one of the coils kind of comes down in front and the other coil comes flat out and across. I like to lift that flat side up just a hair sometimes, so it's not quite so close to that air tube down there. We still gotta level my vertical up just a hair. Get that just right. A little bit too tall. I'm happy with that. See how you can just sight right down the center and barely see the inside of those air tubes? That's about where I like her. And then the top of the coils are just a hair above those vertical posts. There you go. We're going to grab our ceramic tweezers. Turn this down from 250 watts. Let's go down to about 50 or so. Yeah, 49, close enough. Take a measure. All right, 0.18. I doubt we're going to be at 0.18 when we're done, but just the same, got to start somewhere. And for anyone who doesn't know what the heck we're doing, just raking out these coils, looking for little shorts and little zip zaps, kind of wiggle through and get those raked out until we get some even glow on the coils. Hit a few key spots here. Then we'll start bumping up in power. A few more times through. So what's really happening is as you're raking it out, getting the little wires to separate just a little bit, get a little carbon buildup in there as kind of an insulation between to prevent the little shorts and little lightning bolts that look like it goes through. So I'll take this up to about 100. Before we do that, take another measure, 0.244. So we're coming in right close to what we should be. Before we start raking, we're just going to get some short pulses up. See how it's starting to heat up nice and even from the inside out. Looking in at all the little corners, the edges, the sides, the flats, the unders, the inside. See if you see no lightning bolts streaking across. Looks like we're pretty freaking good. So, pop this up a little bit higher. I usually go in 50-watt increments. 150. That was pretty interesting on camera. Looks a little more dramatic on the camera than it did on in person, just saying. Let's kick her up to 200. Now, weird spot that I have had happen. Maybe someone can tell me why. You see that little hole right there where the wire ends go into in the post? I have had it short in there. That was a pickle. Some bitch is still welded together. Is what it is though. Let's check and make sure our resistance is still measuring up correctly. 2.44. All right. Click up to 250 here. Get that back on screen. I'm just doing like quarter-second clicks. It's getting a little bit warm. Let her cool down. Yep, I think we're good there. This is going straight onto a mech. So, I want to get her up around where she'll actually be vaping, or just a smidge higher to make sure we don't have an issue. Alright. I think we're good to go with that. So we're going to pause for a minute, let this thing cool down before we wick it up. Alright. Get some wick going here. Today we got some Rebels wicks. Split it in half. Bring this down just a little bit thinner. Should be pretty darn close. Just pop it on through. Grab that little pigtail. Kind of pull from both ends a little bit. Thin that out just a little bit more for my preference here. Experiment around and find what does you the best. There we go. I like that. That in, grab it from the other side. Yeah, let's turn that around so you can see. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now for me, let's take this down. Just right there. What I like to do, this just a little bit better. I like to kind of come in and out, kind of spread all that open. I'm not trying to pull anything out. Just trying to kind of fluff it a little bit. Rake across. A couple times. Get them together. Split it in the middle. Now I'm going to attack it from my side because I can see what I'm doing a little better. Just kind of take all the clumps, get them opened up. End up with something kind of like that. Okay. A little bit of fluff. As you remember, kind of go down in the middle. Split them apart. Find a little bit of a trim. And then down under. I'm going to start gently tucking her in. End up with something kind of like that. Boom. Quick little swoop and tuck. And just kind of gently drop her on in there. Up with something just like that. Go to the other side. Stick my scissors down like that. I usually kind of stick them on the edge of my 28. Grab a little bit here. Alright. Then you kind of saw what I did earlier. This is what I do. Someone knows a better way. Tell me, show me. I could always learn something new. Don't always know everything. This is what I found works for me pretty decent. What coconut? You think there's someone at the front door, goofy girl? Okay. Trim up the edge, clean it up just a hair. Something like that. Yeah, there's no one at the front door. Dog must be hearing the snow shifting on the roof. She thinks she heard something. Now the hard decision. Which freaking flavor do I want to stick in there? Oh, coconut. You want to come say hi? Up. Come here. Up, up, up. There's the coconut. Come on. Come on, little girl. Say hi. Say hi, Papa Ronnie. Say hi, Papa Ronnie Pizza. You know, coconut girl. Rawr. No, coconut does sound like a good flavor. I know what we're gonna do. How about you? How about you? Yeah. Do you know what we're gonna do? Yeah. Get out of here, you little turkey. Nope, not one of those. One of those. Believe that, coconut. I believe it. Yes, blue bows. This one? Yep, it's that one. Oh yeah, it's definitely that one. We're going with Johnny's Juice Mouth Hug. So, I went ahead and locked it before we started wicking it so we didn't have any accidents. Now, we need to turn this down from over 300 rods down to about 50 again. Not one. Good job paying attention. There we go. And here's what I like to do. Gotta get a nice little line on top. Nice little line. Just kind of wetting the top a little bit. And we're gonna get the sides. Gonna kind of let it soak in, down and around. Let the wire do its job and kind of absorb and pull it around throughout the rest of the wire. This side here. Now starts the fun part. Put a fat line up here. Click it. Now there's enough juice on it to keep the coils from dry firing. What's going to happen is as it heats up just a hair, it's going to pull that juice right on in. Get the right. See, as I click it, fire it just a little bit, it just sucks that juice right in. Keep streaming on top of it until it starts to pull up a little bit. Give a little fire, pulls it right in. And watch that cotton starting to saturate in there. Saw that juice disappear right into it, didn't you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. $50, 60, whatever watts, good enough to do this. You don't want it hot anyways. Alright. Starting to get a little bit of liquid in the bottom, which is fine. So now we're just gonna put a little bit down there. Let it do its thing. Let's hope these are charged up. And Just a little bit more in there. Now we can move off to Wicked Cool Lipo and go to the full copper Kennedy Vindicator. Stacked. Let's make sure we didn't get any juice on the bottom real quick. Check real clean. Starting to dry it just a little bit down there. Just put a little bit in so we know it keeps absorbing. Here we got a set of Samsung T30s. Let's hope they're fully charged. Yeah, looks like they're good. No nicks or nothing in them. Pretty neat. Kenny gave us a little adjustment screw down in the bottom. Go over our batteries here. Plug them in. Almost time for the fun part. Now, yep. Ooh. Spicy. That's a pretty fast response. Good dense cloud. It's a nice coil. Very nice. About to have to refill this little bitty bottle. Pretty good flavor. Too bad I don't have the fan on in here. Very smooth. Not getting too hot, especially at these power levels. What were we coming in at? 0.2, 0.24, 0.238, 0.24, something around there. Sure, there's going to be some safety Nancy out there yelling at me. Who cares? You don't want to know how low this one is. Too low. I like it. Yeah, just a little warm. Nothing abnormal. Especially how much we're vaping right now. You know you got a problem when you drip straight from the big jug. Straight from the big jug. Well, Nick, I think you got a winner here. I like this one. I was skeptical about it. Damn. I like it. We'll give a few days on it and give you another review on it, bud. I like this one. Peace out, y'all.